Join me as I unbox and test the Sony A7CII to see if it is good for us YouTubers. The Sony A7CII has been making wave in the photography and videography communities. I'm finally happy to get my hands on it, and I'm excited to see if it lives up other hypes, right? So as a YouTuber, we've all been there. We're always hunting for that perfect camera that's gonna be meeting both our photography and videography needs. We do want something that can go about taking great pictures, great in low light, good at video production with ease. However, nowadays, problem is, most cameras tend to lean toward more one side. Either they're going in videography, bad in photography, or they're going in photography, bad in videography, making it a little bit tougher for us to go about choosing the right type of gear that we want for our content creation. I've spent, countless hours online, reading reviews, watching YouTube videos, just trying to find out that perfect camera that's gonna be taking all the boxes for me. And then, the Sony A7CII just came along. Its features and specifications were too good to be true, but I was intrigued. So I'm going to break down everything you need to know about the Sony A7CII. Could the Sony A7CII be the perfect camera for all aspiring future YouTubers? So let's check it out. Okay, enough talk. Let's just unbox this guy and see what we got inside the box, right? So as I open the box, I'm greeted by the camera itself. It feels substantial. It is not too heavy, it is not too light, and the build quality is exceptional, as I've come to accept from Sony. A viewfinder of 2.36 million Dutch OLED EVF. So if you do want to go about doing photography, that's going to be more than enough. Now we're going to display of 3.0-inch, fully articulated touchscreen. Easy access to your settings just by touching the screens. My initial thought that this camera feels amazing in my hands. The ergonomic are spot on. I love the tactical feel of the button and the dials. Alongside the camera, I'm getting a couple of other accessories. I'm getting the battery, a USB cable, just in case I want to charge, the battery. A camera stripe, if you don't want to hang the camera on yourself, just for support or maybe for shooting, right? So with all that said, let's get outside and put the Sony A7CII to the test. The Sony A7CII boasts a 32 megapixel full-frame sensor, 4K 10-bit 4:2 video recording codec. What does it mean for photographers? They're gonna be able to be taking pictures from standing far away and being able to crop that little bit in post and retain more detail. And for videographers, they're gonna be able to be recording 4K videos, which are gonna be downsampled all the way from a 7K sensor up to 4K, which is good in 2025, right? And the Sony A7CII has got a built-in AI, which tracks over there from left and right without losing focus. Let me explain to you guys how it works. Go into the second tab of the menu, scroll all the way down. Choose shooting options. From shooting options, go about choosing auto framing. Turn it on if you do want to auto frame yourself. And then from there, go about choosing the crop factors. You can go about choosing either medium factors, large factor, or it's going to be small factors. And then after that, go back again, choose, the timing. If you do want to just start, auto frame yourself right away, then that's fine. What I'm going to try and do in this part of the video is to go, on my left hand side, and then later I'll go on my right hand side. And then we're gonna be seeing how the Sony A7CII is gonna be keeping up, right? So right now I'm going on my left hand side. Y'all guys watching me going on my left hand side. It is tracking me up to this point, and then I'm gonna have to go back in again to my right hand side now. As y'all guys can see, it's pretty well tracking me. It's not losing focus on me, which is kind of cool, right? So now, if you are a solo content creators, you don't have anybody to go about framing you, and you do wanna go about framing yourself in that situation, then you can always go about framing yourself, right? Like right now, I'm standing right here, in the middle. It's gonna try and zoom in or zoom out, doing like someone is standing there, filming me, doing all that on my behalf. While that's not the case, nobody's here. It's just me and the Sony A7CII, which is locked up on the tripod, and that's it, right? So now watch me walking forward and to where y'all guys see the background, is moving. That's what I'm talking about, right? The auto framing is gonna be helping y'all guys if you are in a situation whereby you need someone to go about framing you, and you don't have that somebody to go about framing you. Your friend doesn't want to go about framing you because you don't like filming, right? So then the Sony A7CII got y'all guys covered. Always make sure to go about downloading the application that called Sony Monitor and Control, from the App Store. Y'all can see from my mobile phone, I'm tracking myself from here, right? Plus, you can connect an external microphone for crystal clear audio, an essential for any serious content creator. All the audio you have been hearing from this video has been recorded from this microphone, HoloLens M2. Let's not forget about the connectivity, as can always go about connecting your A7CII to your iPhone or to your iPad. The Sony A7CII has got a unique color profile, which may be the way we human beings perceive colors. And that means your saturations, your contrast are gonna be all well dialed in, and your skin tone are gonna be just looking fine, just like the way I guys see me standing here and talking to you guys. Just make sure to nail down your white balance and your exposure, and you're good to go, and that's it. It's lightweight design, makes it much more portable. That means you're not gonna be adding the unnecessary bulk to your gears. My mind is kind of blown away by the way the Sony A7CII is being able to lock onto my eye to track me left and right, even when I'm moving faster. And that applies to fast moving subjects like a cars, bicycles, and animals just like a bird, monkeys. And that means you are shooting fast, even like a sport, or maybe running gun situation, or maybe shooting music videos. You probably are gonna be getting pretty good this video out of the Sony A7CII. The Sony A7CII has got 3 types of stabilization. The first one gotta be standard stabilization, which you go about stabilizing your footage without cropping. And active stabilization, the second one. Good about stabilizing your footage way more better compared to the first one. Modest cropping a little bit more. And lastly, dynamic stabilization, which stabilize your footage way more better compared to the first two, just like DJI game was, modest cropping more. This is how standard stabilization looks like. Active stabilization, and this is how it looks like. This is dynamic stabilization. To copy the cropping factors, all you gotta do is to go about acquire the wider angle lenses. Once you got these wider angle lenses, you're gonna be able to be going about vlogging by handheld your camera like that without having to worry about being cropped in too much. The Sony A7CII with its advanced 4K video recording goes about offering a frame rate of 24 frames per second up to 60 frames per second if you are shooting in NTC mode, 25 frames per second up to 50 frames per second if you are shooting in PAL modes, 100 frames per second in NTC mode in full HD, or 100 frames per second in PAL mode in full HD. The Sony A7CII being able to offer 4K videos which are downsampled all the way from 7K up to 4K, built-in AI, being able to track subject from left and right without losing focus, 33 megapixel full frame sensor, 4K 10bit/42 video recording, a built-in unique color profile which mimics the way we human perceive colors. I could conclude that the Sony A7CII is for photography and for videography. If you do love Android and gear review videos, stay tuned for my next video to be coming out soon. And if you did enjoy the video, give me a thumbs up, like the video, subscribe. See you in the next one.